a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. In the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Quickly complete. Ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Oh, it's out! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgum, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proven themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Got his man quickly. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit step laid on his noggin.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's got him. Into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Jackson gonna throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack in the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man. It's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on fourth and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Fires on the move. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Knocked off his feet.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up in the touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So
there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
it's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. On first down from the 13-yard line. To the air on first down. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Missouri.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's gonna take off. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. And the Razorbacks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Jackson will throw. Keeps looking downfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got it in the middle. It's flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Rushes on him. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to buy time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for space. It's Green. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They're dealing with a second and long. They just keep firing. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Release to the back. Pulls it in. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Caught behind the line. It's Platt. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jackson will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Look out, he's got room. And he'll be brought down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Snap it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing to run the football right up the gut.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. On the run, it's Green. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. Missouri wants to go fast.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Roberts. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. So they couldn't get in on 3rd down. A field goal seems to be a lock here. How much gambling do you think they do here, David?
Yeah, and Reese, back in the day, I think this is a field goal, and you don't even ask questions. You tie the football game, but so many more coaches are aggressive nowadays. I kick the field goal, I tie the football game, and I try to win it later on.
Might be looking to run. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Jackson going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Pratt. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Old Dominion. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Steps away to find some room. Got his man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock.
He's got it for a big play. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipate.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Jackson gonna throw it. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Missouri! A great catch and run for 6. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Madison. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Jackson will throw. Lets it go. Got a man in the middle. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the